Hi everybody, I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And today we're going to be delving into one of my favorite categories, which is actually rum, with this jonesing on an El.dorado rum. This El.dorado is a 12-year-old rum. It is a 750 milliliter bottle, which is, I always say, it's a fifth. And it's 40% by volume. It was about 38, maybe 40 bucks, somewhere in that neighborhood. I bought it a while back, and I've been waiting to crack it open. I heard a lot of really great reviews about it. You know, I'm in my rum period right now where I'm sampling and trying a bunch of different rums, and I hear nothing but great things about this. So I'm expecting some stellar reviews on this today. So while I'm busting this box open and getting the bottle out of here, let's see if we can take a look at it. What do you know about El.dorado rum, Jones?
I don't know much about El.dorado rum, but what I can tell you is that it is from Guyana.
Okay.
And like all rums, it is made from some type of sugarcane or some type of sugarcane product. So
Okay.
you typically think of molasses or sugarcane and things like that. So we can expect for it to be a little sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's been aged in a bourbon barrel, in an old bourbon barrel, so it's gonna taste pretty good.
Okay.
Or it should taste aged. And the 12 years, that is the youngest rum of the mix of the blends they have in this particular rum.
Nice. And that's one thing about that I really love about rums is that you can go from a oaky, smoked out, aged, barrel tasting, flavorful rum to a white rum that is completely absent of all those things. You could jump into a spiced. So I think that I think you can cover pretty much the whole spectrum of liquors across the range, I guess I should say, the range of liquors, all and still stay in the rum family.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I'm just not really expecting this to be quite that good because, again, I'm not like a sugary, sweet type drinker. So, you know, rums are not typically one of the first things I would go in the store and pick up.
Okay. Well, one thing that has me super excited right now is there's a cork here.
There is a cork.
Oh,
which typically means it is a higher end alcohol.
Yeah. And so we're going to follow the normal house rules. We're going to start with 2 neat shots, trying to get us open and real flavor from what comes straight out of the bottle. And then we're going to finish it off with 2 shots on the rocks. And then we're going to do what we came here to do and really give you guys our review, our take, and let you know whether we figure it's or we feel it's a favorite or a flop. So let's jump right into it.
All right. Now, I did also see that this is a international award winner. So
Ooh.
I want to see what the international crowd thinks is really good for a rum.
I'm giving it awards already, and I haven't even tasted it.
It's pretty. It's good and dark. Like those good, lovely women from Guyana.
Hey, yeah, like this bottle right here, slim, big bottom on the end. Hey, I'm sorry. If we have any fans from Guyana, I should say it right. We've been tasting too long. From Guyana, be sure to leave a comment at the bottom. We love you. Ooh, nice dark color.
It's definitely dark. It's
I guess some caramel or molasses. I never really tell the difference between the two. But
this is very molasses smelling.
So you think it's gonna be sweet?
It's gonna be sweet.
All right.
It's gonna be strong. Let's click them.
Let's do what we do. Clink them and drink them. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
First taste. What do you think?
Slightly better than I was expecting.
Not as sweet.
No, not as sweet.
Not as sweet. Not as sweet at all.
Not as sweet.
But it is still, it's still rich and bold and flavorful. I don't really I don't have the normal burn. There was some warmth in my mouth, but not a burn down through my chest.
True.
And it was really good and flavorful. I'm excited to see how it opens up when we put it on the rocks.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not as sweet as I was expecting. I was definitely expecting a barrel of molasses when I smelled it. But yeah, that was not that bad.
Yeah, I think that this is, I don't want to say surprisingly good, but because I expected it to be fairly good. I expected it to be more on the sweeter scale. So the fact that it's not, and I still enjoy it, is surprising for me.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and switch it around.
It almost tastes like a good competitor for like the Appletons. That tastes more like a brandy than a rum.
Yeah.
This very similar to that.
I would say that Appleton's is probably still sweeter.
Oh yeah, Appleton's
it's still sweeter.
It's sweeter, yeah.
Let's oh my bad.
Yeah, clink 'em, man.
Clink 'em and drink 'em. Now I don't really feel like there's a lot of change from the neat shot to the on the rock shot, other than it's colder. It's chilled. It to me it's just as pleasurable as a neat shot as it is on the rocks. What do you think, John?
For me, it's actually slightly better. Like I said, the flavors didn't change very much. The flavor profile didn't change very much. But the burn that you would have initially, like in your mouth, just wasn't there. So it was it made it a little better. So it made it a lot smoother than it was as the shot. But the flavor, fairly much the same. And this has been a higher end rum.
Yeah. And it's awesome that flavor is bold enough that even though I'm swishing it around here on the rocks and trying to, to almost water it down a little bit, but really all I'm doing is taking the burn out, but that bold flavor is still there. I really, I think, I'm not, Zaya is one of the wheat basket one is one of my favorites. So I'm not gonna place it at the top of my list yet. I'll need some more practice with it, but I'm enjoying it.
It's pleasurable. At that price range, like you said, it's like it's a little more expensive than Zaya.
Yeah,
Zaya is a very good rum to me personally.
Yeah. I think they're probably neck and neck. And the other thing that you have to consider is, I think Zaya might be a 12-year too.
Yeah.
This comes in a 12-year. I know it comes in a 15-year. I want to say it might be like a 20-something, a little bit beyond that. But this is the only one that I've tried. So let's do what the people came here to see. What do you think? Is it a favorite or a flop?
Well, man, I think we need to have a in-between category.
Okay. So what is your in-between? Why do you put it in between and not one side or the other?
I call it a transition.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad at all. I mean, it's very good to drink. But again, I bet you it will be great with Coke.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bet you it will be one of the best rum and Cokes you ever had. But when I like drinking things neat or on the rocks, and this just doesn't give me the flavors are very bold and it's very, very, very good. Mm-hmm. But just all in itself, not for me.
It takes a lot to get that favorite from you, Jones.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna list it as a favorite. I like the bold flavors. I typically like it a little bit sweeter, but I don't miss it at all. I actually enjoy it. I probably would drink this on the rocks. I would mix it with a little Coke. It just depends, but it would be a splash just to give me a little bit of that Coke background. I've done a lot of rum tastings, and I've tried, like, some taste really good with what they call Mexican Coke or Coca-Cola that was shipped for Mexico. It's cane sugar. It's a little bit sweeter. It does add a different element to the rum and Coke. I'd be curious to try a regular Coke and a Mexican Coke with this to kind of see if it enhances or detracts from the flavor. Yeah. But I would definitely list this as a favorite. I like it. I really like it. I can see myself buying another box or another bottle of this very easily. Even at the 38 bucks price point, that's not horrible for me for something that I enjoy to drink.
I would buy it to keep in the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Definitely for a company that comes over that likes rum, have something for them to try out. But it would definitely stay in my cabinet a lot longer than some of my other beverages.
I can see that. Well, there you have it, folks. I think we're gonna put this as a favorite. It may not be Jones's everyday favorite, but I don't think that'd be necessarily a rum in your everyday favorite. You're being more a whiskey or bourbon that would hold that spot. But in a rum category alone, this would be in your top rums.
Maybe number 2.
Okay. So that I would put this in my top rums also. So I think it's time for us to really explore this a little bit more. I'm excited. I think we should make our way on halfway to Concord.
Halfway, hold on. Concord? Why are we going to Concord?
I actually was reading the Drinker's Dictionary by Benjamin Franklin. It's a listing of synonyms and different ways of saying we're going to go get drunk.
So what you're saying is you're talking about France, rock star Benjamin Franklin.
I'm talking about flying a kite in a storm with a key. You got to have a couple drinks to do something like that. You got to.
Light bulb Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. So on that note, this has been a great episode of Jones and Mann. Make sure that you guys subscribe down below, like, comment, share with friends. Again, if there are any ladies out there from Guyana that really want to make a comment, Jones and Mann we'll definitely
make those comments.
We'll reply. We'll always reply for sure. You don't have to be from Guyana. You can be from anywhere. So and not just ladies either, guys too.
We like comments from everyone.
We like comments from everyone.
Tell us how we're doing, guys.
Yeah, for sure. This has been another episode of Jones and Mann, and we'll see you next time.